G'day guys! Welcome to our guide on mastering the IELTS speaking test. Today, we'll share 10 essential tips to help you achieve the band score you need. Whether you're aiming for a 7, an 8 or even a 9, these tips will give you the confidence and strategies to succeed. This isn't just about learning English, it's about understanding how the test works and how to show off your skills effectively. So grab a notebook and pen and let's dive right in. Right, let's kick things off with a crucial tip. Don't memorize answers, especially for part 1. I know it's tempting to try and predict the questions and prepare perfect responses, but trust me, it won't work. The examiner can spot memorized answers a mile away, and it actually hurts your score. Think about it. They want to assess your English skills, your ability to think on your feet and communicate naturally. Memorized answers sound robotic and unnatural. Plus, what happens if you get a question you haven't prepared for? You'll likely panic and lose your flow. Instead of memorizing, focus on understanding the types of questions asked in each part of the test. Practice speaking about common topics like your hobbies, your work, or your future plans. The more you practice speaking naturally, the more confident and fluent you'll become. Remember, the examiner wants to hear, not a pre-recorded script. Show them your personality, your genuine thoughts and opinions. This is your chance to shine, so be yourself. Let your real English skills do the talking. And one more thing, even if you manage to slip in a memorized phrase or two, the examiner will notice the shift in your tone and delivery. They're trained to pick up on these things, so focus on genuine communication and you'll be much better off. It's natural to want to impress the examiner with a sophisticated vocabulary. However, using big words you're not completely comfortable with can backfire. Mispronouncing a complex word or using it incorrectly can actually lower your score. Instead, focus on using a range of vocabulary that you know well and can use accurately. Think about the common topics that come up in the IELTS speaking test, things like travel, education, family, and so on. Create vocabulary lists or mind maps for these topics, focusing on words and phrases you can use confidently. Accuracy is key here. It's better to use simpler language correctly than to try and force in complex words that you're not sure about. This doesn't mean you should avoid all complex vocabulary, but be strategic. Only use words you've practiced and are confident using. Remember, the examiner is assessing your ability to communicate effectively, not just your knowledge of obscure vocabulary. Clear and accurate communication is far more impressive than a string of big words used incorrectly. So build a strong foundation of vocabulary that you can use fluently and accurately. This will allow you to express yourself clearly and confidently, which is exactly what the examiner is looking for. Chapter 3. Use a range of grammatical structures. The IELTS speaking test assesses your grammar skills, so it's important to showcase a range of grammatical structures. Don't be afraid to use both simple and complex sentences. This demonstrates your flexibility and control over the language. Think about different tenses, past, present, future, and practice using them accurately. Can you talk about your past experiences, your current situation, and your future plans using the correct tenses? This is a key area the examiner will be listening for. One way to improve your grammatical range is to identify your own weaknesses. Record yourself speaking English and listen back carefully. Do you notice any recurring errors? Perhaps you struggle with articles, prepositions, or verb conjugations. Once you've identified your weaknesses, you can focus on improving them. Practice speaking with native speakers or language partners, and ask for feedback on your grammar. The more you practice, the more natural and accurate your grammar will become. Remember, accuracy is just as important as range. It's better to use simpler structures correctly than to make mistakes with complex ones. So focus on building a solid foundation of grammatical accuracy and then gradually expand your range as you become more confident. Chapter 10. Practice common IELTS topics. The IELTS speaking test often revolves around common themes. You'll likely be asked about things like your family, your work or studies, your hobbies, your travel experiences, and so on. It's crucial to practice speaking about these topics beforehand. Think about the vocabulary you might need for each topic. For example, if you're talking about travel, you might want to use words like destination, itinerary, accommodation, and cultural immersion. Make lists of these topic-specific words and phrases and practice using them in sentences. A great way to practice is to have conversations with friends, family, or language partners. Choose a topic and try to speak about it for a few minutes. This will help you build fluency and confidence. You can even record yourself speaking and listen back to identify areas for improvement. Remember, part 2 of the speaking test requires you to speak for about 2 minutes on a given topic. This can feel like a long time if you're not prepared. By practicing common topics beforehand, you'll feel much more comfortable and confident on test day. So, do your research, make vocabulary lists, and practice. The more you familiarize yourself with common IELTS topics, the better equipped you'll be to handle any question the examiner throws your way. Ready to ace your IELTS speaking test? Thanks for watching. I hope these 10 tips have given you a clearer understanding of how to approach the IELTS speaking test. Remember, it's not just about your English skills, it's about your strategy and your mindset. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on mastering the IELTS speaking test. We've got loads of resources to help you on your journey to IELTS success. Check out the links in the description below for more practice materials and helpful tips. Good luck with your IELTS preparation, and remember, with consistent effort and the right strategies, you can achieve the band score you need. Cheerio!